Hello, hello, welcome back to episode 2 of Gilgamesh playing The Altars. Last time we escaped our escape capsule, landing capsule, on this unknown planet on the search for Rapidium, and it seems we are the only person of our crew still alive. So, yeah, we did collect some metal, we collected some organics, and we made contact with Earth, with what we assume is Earth, which might be something completely different than Earth. And we used the Rapidium that we found to clone a sheep. Or create a clone sheep. Yeah, and now we should move the base, because we have 4 days left until sunrise, which is gonna roast us and kill us most likely here. So no time to spare, right? Let's go, go, go. Alright, so we stopped last time when we found the mind record of our guy Jan here, which is this thing, which seems to be a recollection of memories of his whole life. And my theory last time was that we can create alternative versions of ourselves, well, of Jan, by branching from certain events in our past life and, you know, like basically cloning this version of ourselves that we would have been if we made a different decision back then, right? So, and then we were like, oh, this is gonna be big because I'm super excited for this. Like, I wonder, can we like branch out of every single one of these life events? Can we create like, how many is these, 20? Different yarns, and then maybe from those branches you can also branch out? The possibilities are limitless, oh my god. Which is what they said about Rapidium, right? Right. But then I wonder if you can also make mistakes, and like if I like choose this event here to branch off from, do I then get a completely useless altar of myself? I don't know. I don't even know if that's gonna be true. It's just a for now. It's just a theory, right? So yeah, we have not read through the life of our person here. So let's do that first, right? That was actually the first one. I see. All right. Yeah, let's read through this. Distant memories, childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in. Rows of similar apartment blocks. The local grocery store mom worked in. Playground where you spent more time than at home. A family like many others. Family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. 15 years old. Turning a blind eye. Another shitty day at school. Taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. He's looking straight at you. You should intervene, but the fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. Yes, this is for sure something where we can you know, like make a different decision, right? Like have a what would have happened if of our person here. 16 years old. The need to escape. I wonder how far in the future this is. Because it seems to be quite a dystopian future, right? But at the same time, like the clothes and stuff are pretty similar, so I'm assuming it's not that far into the future. 16 years old. The need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. Weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. We count the days to graduation, hoping those exams go well. Okay, so we have a 3 years jump here. 19 years old. At the crossroads. He opened the... Okay, so now we're jumping straight to graduation, I guess. He opened the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get a good education. I tear the paper and see the results. No. Not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You have to leave, Mom. Alone. With him. Going away. Still 19 years old. That bus also looks like the same bus as we would have them today, right? Maybe it's not that much of a future in the future, but actually an alternate version, right? Like slightly altered of our current time. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you can. You will visit her. Right. Seems like he has different things to do. 21 years old, that's a 2-year jump. Your place far from home. It's been months since you've been home. But you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. The company makes you feel good. Like you found your place. You really want to spend the entire day on the train? Only to see Mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early, and all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk oaf of a father. I guess not. 22 years old, 1 year later. Working abroad. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months, you could learn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. It's actually weird because he's talking about letters, not emails or something, right? So it might even be in the past. It's weird to me, but okay. I do wonder what the actual timeline, like relative to the actual world is here. You could ditch those lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. Tempting. And you could send some money to Mom. She needs it for treatment. She being sick. Okay. 1 year later. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. Too late to say goodbye. Same year. Carry on for her. You failed her. But what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place? Become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? A sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start? Forgot. But wouldn't that be giving up again? Wouldn't that be giving up again? No, Mom wouldn't want you to get on with it. No, Mom would want you to get on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on. For her. It's different with her 1 year later. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. Could have bought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? Well, you know, like if you want to hit on her, if you actually like her, then you should show her that you are hitting on her, right? It's actually the first and biggest mistake that people make. When they are together with someone they like, and they like more than being friends with them, and the other part doesn't realize it. It's because you're not making it obvious. You're not telling them that you're actually hitting them on them. But just do it. Like, tell them, hey, I actually like you more than a friend. Because if you don't, it's just, you know... They're gonna be in the friend zone and they don't even realize what they do to you. And they're gonna be very excited once they tell you of the new boyfriend and stuff like that. Yep. Well, you miss your chance. You're only teaming up for a project. Oh, it's not even a date, it's just, okay. But she's so different from anyone else you ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see she likes you. Same year. Am I good enough? This is it. She's moved in. But is it same year? Okay. Well, I'm not one to talk. But is a cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it, you know they would. And she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. 25. 1 year. New opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors and that offer. PhD. Tempting as hell. But the salary. How much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? Think about it later. Time to celebrate now. See you later. Better prospects. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. Probably not, right? Probably not a decision we're gonna alter. 1 year later, the purgatory of 9 to 5. On the subway again. Damn, you hate that crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work. Oh, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him. Not what you actually do. Not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done. Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. Well, it seems to be paying off, right? If they can buy their dream house. 1 year later. Is she pregnant? No, it's just not sure. But I guess it's just a blob. Oh, you can't be sure. I think it's like a unsharpness in the memory or something, right? 20 years old, a dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing the mortgage paper was easier than I expected. Maybe it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get to this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. You hurry, maybe you can get it. Maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. We'd love to see our parents' faces when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. 2 years later, the crisis hits. Oh, can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching, but you? Laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? Like, this is 2 years later, like... Could have already been Christmas in between, but okay. Maybe they're talking about a different Christmas, right? I wonder if this is the Great Depression. I'm still not sure what the time frame of this is. When was it the Great Depression? I think in the 60s? In the 30s? Oh no, never mind then. Okay, that was a lot earlier than I thought it would be. Okay, never mind. We for sure didn't have... We wouldn't have had technology to fly to different planets when... I mean, quantum technology, it must be... I'm assuming it's in the near future. It must be in the near future. I'm just confused by all the letters and no emails and stuff, right? Or phones at this point. Urban Link. Oh, he's a taxi driver now? Okay. A busy night. Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All they know are Christmas songs at this time of year. I don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. I promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5. But it's a busy night. And people leave bigger tips on Christmas. 2. Back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer. Move abroad, sell the house. But for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank with a soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. After all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. You just wish you didn't want it so bad. You're leaving. 31 years old. Holding on. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. You made her stay? Are you kidding? Oh, dude. Maybe you should have said yes. How could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her. That was the only sensible choice. You need to get your shit together. Give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job? Nope. Oh, the alcohol. You're becoming your dad. Congrats. Falling apart, 32 years. Dang, she's getting on your nerves. Why doesn't she just tell you it's all your fault? Those bills are piling up. As if you weren't working hard enough. Actually, what's she doing then, right? Is she also working? I mean, we weren't talking about it. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. Drowning sorrows. Took down another bottle. And the wedding ring she gave back. Oh, she gave back to you. Job at Ally Corp. Freedom. Finally she's got it. I knew better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself. Drowning in sorrows in a bar. Everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Why the hell did you fuck it all up? I have to... multiple points in your life. I already identified multiple points in your life where you did that. 34. A way out. It doesn't turn in your bed. Can't stop thinking about the Ally Corps poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission. In search of that mysterious substance, Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience. Oh, he literally has no... Okay. Did he also... Okay, so he has no experience, and did he also not get any training? Like, what the heck? Why would he send people like that on a space mission? With like 7 other... Wow, okay. Blows my mind. And you know you need it. Well, actually, no, it makes sense, because of the... all of the mind records, right? Because they assume they can... As soon as you find Rapidium, they can turn you, or make clones of you, that can fulfill basically every role, right? Assuming that once there is a branch in your life, from your life perspective, in your 5-dimensional being, a branch in your 5-dimensional being, is it 5th dimension, 5th dimension? I think so, right? Like 3 dimensions is our, well, obviously we are living in 3 dimensions, is our current state that we are in. Then a 4th dimension object is including time. So basically, if you apply a 4th dimension to a human being, it would be a object that includes his whole life, right, from start to finish. And then when you slice through 1 dimension and make a 3-dimensional object of that, you get this person at a specific point in time, right, which is 3 dimensions, what we are in right now, right? The 4-dimensional object would be, or could be, a person including its whole life from start to end. And then if you go to the 5th dimension, you can see it as the person's their whole life from beginning to end, and alternative versions of this person, right? Because if you have then like a huge blob basically, and if you cut through 1 dimension of the blob, you get again 1 object that is 1 life from start to end, right? But the 5th dimension would be all of those alternative lives combined. That's how it was explained to me at some point. So basically, we're looking at us as a 5-dimensional being, and using the quantum computer here, you're gonna tap into other slices. We're gonna basically slice through the 5th dimension to make another. Actually, we're gonna make a 3-dimensional being, right? Because we're gonna cut out them at a specific point in time. Maybe we should stop talking about about dimensions, right? But that's I don't even know how I got there. I lost my train of thought, which is normal for me. I'm sorry. I had a professional experience because they look at you not as your 3-dimensional being, but as your 5-dimensional being, right? Not only what you could be in at a specific point, but also what are your alternatives. Haha, the alters, right? Because they can literally, as it seems, we still don't know that definitely, but it just makes sense with the title and everything, right? But they can literally cut into your 5-dimensional being and pull out another 3-dimensional version of you from a different branch of your 5-dimensional being. So obviously you don't need any experience, because they can literally just be like, oh yeah, don't worry, in one of your possible lives, there will be something that we can use from you. Wow. And you know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? Project Dolly. Okay, so it was 1 year later. You entered a spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far away from here, just like you always wanted. Far away, in a galaxy far away, from your problems. You think about them later, or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. Oh, that's the last one. I see. And then we're here. So we also don't know how long we were in cryosleep, right? I haven't really talked about this. I just realized it says life path yarn to the top right, right? So can we maybe even get into the life paths of different crew members at some point? I am so intrigued by this. This is gonna be great. Alright, let's see what Ally Corp. Corp, actually not Corp. Core is something different, right? Has to say about this.
Hey, I checked the quantum computer.
What the fuck? Mind records?
Fuck?
Oh, he's gonna say it.
Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
Mind records procedure.
No.
Yep.
I want answers.
That's how we're gonna go. It's not clones, it's alters, I see. Yeah. I'm not gonna call them clones, because clones would be identical, right? Alright, what next?
What do you want with it?
Use the Rapidium to create an alter. Create a branching procedure. Oh my god, it's happening. Gonna branch. Can we choose it on our own? Like, probably not, right? It would make sense, because first of all, this is still a tutorial, and second of all, we probably need a specific version of ourselves to repair the machines it was. That's why we want to do this. What does it do? I know already what it does,
Branching.
probably, but yeah.
What exactly will be branching?
You... There we go. No way, that's so cool.
Rapidium. Cloning a sheep. Branching myself?
Well, obviously.
Altering my life by messing with my own memories? I mean, whatever it is you want me to do, no. No way in hell. Give me my other options.
You're in imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
Why not? Sounds like hell of...
You
Sounds
jerk.
pretty interesting,
I don't
actually. Why
have
wouldn't you want to do it?
other options, do I?
Well, I guess you could find, you know, like they could be, if you stand, it could remind you of the failures of your life, right, of the wrong decisions. Because if you go back in the time and are like, okay, let's change this decision, and then I get an alternate version of myself, and this version is better, so to speak, than your current self, yeah, it just remind you of your shortcomings, right? All right, initiate a branching procedure. Sure. Branching procedure authorization check. Branching Mr. unlocked. Branching procedure initiated. Analyzing life path.
What is it doing?
Probably finding the best. Searching for the branching point, exactly. For the one that we need. This reminds me on possible branching detected. Reminds me a lot on calculating alternate life path.
So this is what the branching is about?
Which event was it? I didn't look. Okay, we can see now. This obviously now reminds me a lot on Everything Everywhere All at Once, I think it's called, right? Movie. This game pulls in as inspiration from everywhere. Going away, staying behind. So staying behind obviously is the... Instead of going away for college, she stayed behind, right? And we're gonna get a technician trait, plus 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. Because I guess he would have worked in the mines, right? Oh wait, are we just altering ourselves? I thought we would be creating clones. Oh, isn't it actually clone? No, I mean we did clone a sheep. Huh. I'm currently thinking, are we just altering our memory? Well, not really our memories, but just creating, you know, like infusing ourselves with an alternate version. Which we can just flip through, which would make more sense because I don't know how managing clones would work. Or maybe I understood this completely wrong. Maybe we're not gonna create clones, but just switch between alternate versions of ourselves, right? Depending on whatever we just currently need. It would probably make more sense, especially since, you know, like we only have one bed and stuff like that, right? Okay, okay. Interesting. Staying behind, you lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with this constant shouting. Is this what you rejected college for? Putting up with his frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of Mom, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time. You should just lock the door on him? But what would Mom say? Alright. 20 Rapidium. I wonder if we need to pay Rapidium each time we alternate then. Also, I'm assuming because I'm thinking like, what do we need the womb then for, right? If it's just altering ourselves, but I guess we're gonna step into the womb and then altering ourselves, right? Instead of creating a clone. Right? But I mean, we did create a completely new... We're gonna find out. It's like a Black Mirror episode. That reminds me I need to watch the newest season of Black Mirror. I guess it's our technician self. And I guess that's the end of the prologue then, right? Not actually leaving, but doing this. It is a clone, right? Whoa! Maybe it's not a clone. Well, I didn't... Well, it makes sense to create a completely new life path, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh god, I love this. In progress. What do you mean in progress? Standing up to him, 20 years. Life path technician. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. Turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. Read about it online. Shut your ears to his false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of Mom, her safety. There, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore. So, who brings in the money then? Ups and downs. 20 years. 2 years later. Or 1 year? I'm not sure. You laugh as Mom tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her pierogi. Are we Polish then, I guess? Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. Just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. Makes sense. Isn't 11-Bit Studios a Polish studio? Yes. Warsaw, Poland. Just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. That prescription she brought home today is gonna cost you plenty. Yeah, I mean, she's still gonna be sick, right? So... Not in his footsteps. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind the job offer, that's for sure. Trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sins. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive. Again, no way you'll owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own. You always do. Okay, so you didn't go to the mine to become a technician. Well, I guess you don't become a technician in the mine. More of a miner, I guess. Haha, right? Makes sense. Final goodbye. At least he did get to say goodbye this time, right? Hold back the tears when you look at her on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming. Her health deteriorating fast in the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hated helplessness. Damn, get your shit together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise her you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. Fixing things. You brighten up as the ancient starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good. Like, you really can change things, make them better. Looks like going to that vocational school wasn't just a parting gift for Mom, but the best you could do for yourself. I see. So that's what the quantum computer calculated, right? It's mind-blowing if you think about it, because they were looking for a branch of us that is a technician, right? Because we need a technician to repair the machines, right? So basically they looked at all of our cuts of our 5-dimensional being and all the alternate versions and looked like, where are we a technician? Then traced it back to how we get there, to the event of our life in which we branched on this path, right? It's, I mean, imagine if that technology existed. Wow. Let's better not think about it, actually. Unfamiliar feeling. It feels good to become an expert on something. The boss has customers ask for you specifically, and he can't see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling, trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. And he's the first person you opened up to about Mom's passing. Why couldn't Dad just be like... Shady business. We try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here. Talking to your boss behind closed doors. He says it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted. Doesn't look you in the eye that much, disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? Lost trust. Fake batteries? Counterfeit parts? Is that what it was all about? As your boss is being taken away by the police, you feel like an idiot for trusting him. Thinking that you could open up to him while all this time he's been lying in your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you've been. Read it as a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Fine on your own. Of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you, now that he's in jail. His words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them. But what if you lose your job? You love that workshop. But they're criminals. No, assertiveness. No, assertiveness. No, assertiveness. Remember? Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. I see another branching path there, right? Staying strong. Oh, we're probably gonna have so many... That's probably also gonna be the moral decisions we're gonna make. Like, which events do we part from? There's probably gonna be... It's probably gonna give us good traits. Like, if you branch there and go down a morally dark path. Right? Like the... what are they called? The civics, you know, in Frostpunk, where you could do very unmoral stuff if you wanted to, but you didn't actually have to, right? That's probably what this is gonna be. Oh, this is so cool. Staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around in your fingers, you think of Mom. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money, working in an international factory or on a contract of employment. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. You'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. I didn't expect there to be so much lore to read. And we're drinking again. Ghosts from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one from the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. Turn and see it was just somebody's coat. You smile with relief. For a moment you thought it was Dad. You sip your drink and listen casually to the conversations at the tables. It's good not to have problems. Drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes just keep coming to you. It's a good night. You just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people's friends is a little too much. You only just met them. But you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left's been giving you signals. Will this be your lucky night? Yeah, on your own. Signs of trouble. That damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all, and this damn advert just goes on your nerves. A Pidium. A magic trick to make everyone happy. Who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions. Him again. Can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on? Wait, is that... Shit. It's him. Bad. Wonder who that guy is putting his... What guy? He looks like a tramp. Of course, he visits the bookie regularly, fucking loser. Man, you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out here, quick, and don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your shit together. What is he doing here? Wonder who that... Oh, he's betting. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is betting. Okay, it's just some random guy, and he's like, who am I gonna bet on? Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Project Dolly. Maybe I was wrong. I'm not sure. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds. Especially if your debts are mounting. They'll be fine. You just need to make it through this mission. They respect professionals like you. Just stay strong, and you'll be alright. Oh, there's another one. No, there's no other one here. Oof, we're soon halfway. Waiting for the wake-up procedure. So they are clones. Okay, we're not changing ourselves. Okay, so I was right in that assumption from the beginning, as it seems. Okay. So we do have to manage people. Okay. Huh. I just realized he has Project Dolly on his back. Which obviously is named after the sheep Dolly, right? I think the first mammal or something, right? That humans cloned. I need to sneeze.
Hello, Molly. How's the grass today?
Yeah, it's all the same grass as it was 3 days ago, so... Make up your altar in the womb. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Not alone anymore.
Hey there. Wow. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this? Where am I?
Anxiety, insecurity? It said. Hi, I'm you. It's not that much of an emergency. We still have a few days, right? So relax, you're in a lab.
In a lab inside the SIBA unit. Your memories might be a bit fuzzy, but relax. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I recognize the base, I think.
Interesting.
Wait. You look funny. You... Ha. Oh. What was that? I wanted to laugh, but I'm like... indifferent. I think you're on some meds. What? What for? It's so you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you?
Oh boy. Yeah, come on. I mean, sure.
Okay. My name is Jan Dolski. Yeah, sure. You got my looks, why not use my name too? So you think you're Jan Dolski as well? What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is,
Kinda.
nobody warned me.
Well, it is kinda, but not in that way, right? I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it. Because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What?
Yeah.
Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. Man. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind?
No, the other way around. I mean, yes, you could put it that way.
Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded.
Yes.
It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait. Let me get this straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me.
Yes.
This version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there
Not
was
really, but
no malfunction? Where would I be?
I don't know. Lady, I'm just a robot. um. I mean, I didn't wake you up from cryo sleep. I literally just made you. So obviously I wouldn't have wake you up, but that makes it seem as if he would be sleeping in a cryo. Is that why the other crew members are deceased? Like, are there beings from this reality being pulled into a different reality? Because obviously this person exists in a different reality, right? If we're assuming this is true, because... I mean, no, not really. It's just an alternate version of myself. I mean, in the end, it's just a person like me with alternate memories, right? It doesn't... But it could be that the machine just pulls the person from a different reality to here, right? Or at least the mind of the person. That would make sense. But kind of, again, as in Everything Everywhere All at once, I think it's called, right? That would make sense. Like, basically, everybody who is in the program and connected to a exploration vessel or whatever with a quantum computer would be connected to this inter-reality travel system, if you want to call it like that, right? So maybe their minds have been plucked from this reality to put them into a body in a different reality. And maybe we just did the exact same thing with a yarn from a different reality, right? So if we hadn't done that, he would still exist somewhere else in a different reality, where he probably is deceased now in a capsule. Is my current working theory. So you would still exist somewhere else.
You'd still
I would
exist
assume it
somewhere?
might just be
Theoretically, at least?
not the case, but yeah.
Theoretically? Wow. You bastard.
Why me? I'm just doing what they told me to do.
I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you. Just this passiveness. What am I? Look, this is a lot, and we'll sort it out. I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way.
Interesting. So you not only have to manage other people in terms of what they need to do, but also the feelings and stuff. Sorry.
Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job.
I wonder if in
On
the
my
end we actually
side,
need the original
pull
yarn
that lever
anymore.
over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready? 1,
This is a memory, right?
3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
Core memory created. There we go. So we might be able to branch from this in the future as well. Good lord, this game is mind-boggling. And I fucking love it. A new altar is ready. Oh, I don't need a short break here. The technician is born. The radiation barrier is off. Oh boy. Ah! I just had a shiver run down my spine. Oh my god, I freaking love this. Oh my hell. Yeah, technician in the kitchen. Start the engines in the command center. So obviously we're the captain now, right? We have the codes and stuff and the authorization, but I'm not sure what he's actually needed for. He said he's the builder, right? Maybe. Oh, we can go outside and build stuff, probably. Like maybe that, right? Because I was wondering at some points we're gonna have many altars, and like, what if they what if they may do a mutiny and overthrow me, right? Because I'm the one that is has no purpose or whatever, right? Ah, freaking hell. And now obviously we need 2 meals per day. Wanna talk? No? F. Press F to talk. Leave. What? Okay, I guess we cannot talk. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Looking for some ice cream? start the engine. Start journey. Okay, when you start the journey, you'll automatically gather all the structures. So it's not testing the engines anymore. I think we've pretty much... I mean, we could basically... Maybe we should stock up on food for a bit, right? We have some new calls? No. Because we don't know when we're gonna find another... We still have like 4 days here. I'm not 100% sure if we have 4 days here. Like, I'm assuming right now that we have 4 days here, and then we're gonna go to a new location, and then there's gonna be a timer again there. As it was in Ixion, basically, right? Now, the problem is that might not be the case. It might be that we go somewhere else and the timer still keeps going. But because currently I'm thinking, like, what keeps us from stocking up on food, even though it's just mush meals, and then go out again and, you know, like, stock up our organics again, right? Before we go over. Because we still have 4 days here, presumably. But you know what? For the sake of the first playthrough, and for the sake of... Because I don't know what exactly happens, I think we're not gonna do that, and we're just gonna... go. Now. Because we got 21 food. What could happen? We're for sure gonna find an organic source at the next place, right? That's a radiation barrier. Oh, I just realized we have to keep this active overnight too, right? Because I just realized that my radiation gauge is further is filled more than it was the day before, right? After it dropped down, because for one day we had a filter on, right? And then the next day we didn't. Okay. Alright. But since you can't take out the filters, you just need 1 filter per day, I guess. Wait. Oh, that's the command center, okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, yeah, before we leave, let's build... Yeah, no. There's one more thing I want to do. And that is building a climbing hook. Because we haven't done that yet. Okay. Haven't done that yet, right? Pretty sure at some point we're gonna be able to tell our altars to do stuff like that, right? Alright, so let's fill up the tank again. So that we have as much organics as we can. Probably gonna need another day here though then, right? Maybe not. No, we do need another day. He's still in the kitchen. What was he doing the whole day? I just went out to work for like 6 hours and he's just here drinking beer. Sure, why wouldn't you? Cannot talk to you or anything. Kinda weird, but I mean, okay, sure. Let's just... Bed is mine though, you're not gonna go into bed. Let's do 2 and then go to bed, right? Yeah, if we're sure gonna be able to... And now again, this is reminding me of oxygen not included so much, because there as well you would assign tasks like this to your crewmates and stuff, right? And I love... Just to make it clear, all of these games, of which I've said this game reminds me of, I love every single one of them. So this is like a combination of all of those good games so far, so... Basically. But yeah, I guess he doesn't. I guess he doesn't need to sleep anywhere, right? All right, 2 more. Kind of funny. It looks like a computer game there, right? How he's drilling through the floor with those handlebars. Actually, looks kind of fun. All right, let's start the engines. Starting the journey. Do you want to automatically collect structures before starting your journey? You can automatically collect. Pylon. Yes. You have enough space, right? 65? Yes. Gonna need more fuel then, obviously, but hey, whatever, right? Journey begins. End of the prologue. This looks so funny. Journey 1. And now I get the Ixion vibes again. Oh god. Okay, no time. Common ground. Patient. Joy. Less joy. We have an altars tab now. Okay, so we're interesting. There was no time running right now, so we have an intermission phase, basically. And I guess now we can socialize with our altars. Production is limited only to small essential items due to increased power consumption by the moving base. The Altars tab allows you to check the mental and physical state of your altars, and the event log on the left provides insight into recent events. Yeah, can you please go away? I want to see what's behind there. Frustration, rebellion, burden, gloom, insecurity, anxiety. Angry, sorry. No injuries, minimal radiation, no hunger. Adequately today. I'm pissed at Jan, he's really irritating. I wonder what this is. It's like 7 hours until he's exhausted? Probably, right? Okay. Talk to the altar. Sure. F, not E. Hello.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
Until the end of time, or what? You need to fix the comms room? What? Should be fine, right? I understand you're angry, but I need your help. I mean, he's the assertive one, right? I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work if you try to stand up to him.
I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep.
Well, then again, you know, like... his father was weak, right? So maybe standing up to him... I think, like, you telling him that he'd do the same would probably be true, but it would anger him more, right? So let's just try standing up to him, I guess.
You don't get to talk to me like that. I'm in command of this base now. You'll do as I say, or what? You'll send me back to that giant fish tank? Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
You literally did one thing, but okay. Repairing modules. Modules deteriorate over time, which makes them prone to failures. To repair the communication room, you'll need a repair kit. You can craft one in the workshop. I mean, sure. You know, if I don't need you anymore, I'm just gonna atomize you and gonna make a new altar, I guess. Radio silence. Oh, that's figure out how to get along. I started off on the wrong foot. I should learn more about the technician. Maybe we can still get along. And metals. Good thing we still have metals. Alright. The communication room. Didn't know it was broken. we need to go there? Physically? Guess so. Assign locked. 3 hours. Well, I guess we don't currently aren't currently on an hour, on a clock, so doesn't matter, right? Calls available. Nice. Lucas. Hello, Lucas.
Hello?
Mr. Dolski?
Oh, maybe day off.
Yes,
like
I'm,
okay.
I'm here.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I think so. I was almost done for, but then I got these crazy instructions to duplicate and edit myself. Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so it
It's
is.
called branching. The duplicating.
I like
and
Harp, I guess.
editing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Yeah, we
Really?
did.
And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't catch your name.
Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
Orbital substation L7. Around this planet or around Earth?
Yeah. I created my altar. Thanks for the help, I think. Is this even legal?
Well, we're
You
out in
found
space.
Rubidium, Mr. Dolski.
Yeah, out
We
in
need
space,
to
there's no
act.
rules here. Well, rules maybe, yeah, but no laws. What are the mind records?
What about the mind records?
Pretty sure the question marks can
What
be
is all
all
that
asked.
personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course. And it kind of saved your life.
I never consented.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, I
Well,
guess.
You must have.
I guess at some point we signed something,
Maybe
right?
you didn't read your contract
Yeah.
thoroughly. They like to put these things in fine print, you know.
What went wrong with the landing?
What the
Good
hell
point.
happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
Oh, you tell me.
Kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Why did everyone
Do you
die?
know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No idea why, though.
Okay.
How come I survived?
You tell me.
You know, you're not very informative.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dolski. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
Give me someone higher up.
I want to talk to someone higher up.
Call me
Do
Karen.
you have a boss?
I might sound young, Mr. Dolski, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good. Nothing to worry
That's shady.
about.
Can I contact your boss?
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no rubidium on Earth.
Then how did you know
So
it would
how
work?
did you know what would happen?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know. I anticipated the
Okay.
outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
I don't exactly remember how they found rubidium, right? Maybe we need to read it up again.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it. Safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
So, Why would we want to leave though? Isn't that exactly what we were here to do? You know, like find and mine rubidium? I mean, why would we want to leave now? Oh, so we don't die from sunrise. Right, right, I remember. But still, I mean, we need to collect rubidium. Whatever. How do you know you're not talking to him?
How do you know you're not talking to him right now?
You're joking, right?
Yes.
Okay, I am. Just doing my best to deal with the situation and with him.
Is he that bad?
He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just words. Maybe you should share something.
Yeah,
What?
something.
Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say, sharing is caring.
I could talk about her mom, right? It's the
Hey,
same. It's the
Let
same
me
person.
think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true.
Your soccer
suppose
ball.
it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Talk about your mom.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Obviously, it
Yeah.
doesn't. We already read
Mind
that.
records. See? You are so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out, see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
You can learn more about your Alta's life and choice by analyzing his life path in the quantum computer module. Yeah, I already did that. That's the first thing I did. Uh-huh. Oh wait, that's not where the kitchen is. Oh, that's why the button to talk is F, so that you don't... Wait, what? Oh, really, I need to go to the quantum computer first? I already did that. Yeah, dude, I already did all of that. I don't like this available slots thing. Like, what when we have no more available slots, but we need someone else? Do we need to kill someone then? Ask the altar about the memories to share. Also, how is Molly doing? Molly is fine. Still hasn't eaten anything or pooped or...
No,
you know?
sometimes I wish everyone was as easygoing as you.
At some point, something's gonna happen to them, right? They're probably gonna die, and we're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Altos, did you know you only have 10 days to live?" That's gonna be fun. I've been thinking about what he said.
I've been thinking about what you said.
I mean, we are different,
You're
yeah.
right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time.
Stood up to that.
I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours. Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, So that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class?
Probably not, no.
What do you think? Huh. Yeah. A builder on this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being.
Yeah, at least I had a wife.
Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she ask me to help her make pierogi? Her famous pierogi. Oh my God, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi? No way we'd find the ingredients here.
Coolant and oil. Beer and synthetic starch. Yummy. I just realized we're gonna create more altars of ourselves in the future, right? And this world is gonna be very different from what they think it would be. So there might be somewhere our mother still lives and they come here and sorry, she's dead. Or where they have a wife and children and they come here and sorry, don't have any of that. Imagine how that must be, because wow. Because, you know, for them, they think they lived in a different world. And basically we plucked them, which might still be true, right? We basically plucked them from that life, and now they're in a completely different life. Not only aren't they Jan anymore, because there's different on here, they literally don't have a life here, and everything that they had is different. The children might not exist, the wife might not exist, or they might be with someone else. And if we assume that the altars might live at the end, right, and it's not gonna be a, yeah, you only live for 10 days or something like that, then what would they go back to? Like, what reason to live today? I mean, obviously you can also say, well, I mean, they have the whole future still ahead of them. It's not like he was that old, right? They can still build a new future, but I mean, if you're really happy with what you had before, or you think you had before in your thought up life or actual life, right, in an alternate reality, man, this is, wow, this is some tough bread to eat. I mean, pierogi is like a basically a pasta, well, not pasta, but it's like a ravioli, basically, right? It's basically Polish ravioli, right? I guess beer and synthetic starch probably comes closest.
Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me. If you die, I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
Prepare pierogi. Each person in the base consumes 1 meal per day. Higher quality meals will have a positive effect on the mood of your altars. Pierogi. 2 raw food, I guess. Oh, that's why we have 2 raw food. Not quite like Mom used to make them, but they have a nostalgic taste. Eat pierogi with the altar. Can we call him something else than the altar, please?
Here you are. the famous Dolski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think? Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right. Yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked
We need to
them
cook.
into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So? They're delicious, man. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let's talk to him again. So, ...
So?
How do you feel?
How do you feel? Great. A serving of dehydrated dumplings completely changed my outlook on the situation. I feel so optimistic about life now.
It weren't that bad.
Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier to hate you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you, I actually enjoyed it.
So did I.
So did I. Sharing these memories with you, knowing you understand me, that was kind of comforting. Are you getting mushy with me? What? No. Okay, just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm just not the sentimental type. Who's being sentimental? All I said was... All right. Just tell me what the plan is.
I don't know. I don't have a plan. Should trust the corporation or we need to handle this our way? I think corporation is gonna treat the altars like resources. Which it probably should. But as I said, you know, like I can be a quite empathetic guy, so I really... Oh, you're probably gonna have to kill one at some point to place him with someone else, right? We need to handle this our way.
The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls. Right. So, until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses. Do they know about me?
Yeah. They told me to create
They
you.
were the ones who told me to create you. Bastards. Tell me you know what to do.
We need food and we need to follow the log, right? Actually, yeah, I do need what to do. Do know what to do. It's in the log, it tells us what to do, right? But then again, the evacuation procedure might involve us getting rescued by a ship anyways, right? So, I'm not sure. I know what to do.
Of course, it's simple. We need to stick together and stay away from the sun. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate. I have you to help me. That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, You're gonna need more people. People? What people? The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of
How is he suddenly up to this? He didn't sound so, like, excited by it when he was created, so now he's telling us to create more of them?
versions of us both, you mean? Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though.
Okay. Okay, hobby. I can't wait to do it again.
Actually, I can't wait to branch myself.
Oh no, I meant cooking, not branching.
Sure. Take the bull by the horns. Good luck.
I meant cooking, not branching. Okay. Answer the call. I'm not sure how much influence of on game mechanics and stuff our dialogues have, right? If they do actually influence it heavily. Like, if we actually have now a path where we are gonna not work together with the corporation as much as maybe if we would have picked the other option, right? I have no idea. But we're gonna find out, I guess, at some point. You're really gonna do this to us, game? Really? Really? I know she's working for them, like, so she's not gonna call me because she's missing us, right? Oh god. Let me have a look at... Why doesn't it show as red? Interesting. The altar here. Oh, looks a lot better than before. Okay, interesting how they implemented this diagram, right? How they feel. Hello, okay.
Hello? Jan. Can you hear me?
Lena? Lena, is that you? What are you... How did you find me?
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support.
Oh yeah, my ex-wife.
Are
That's
you
a
all right?
good idea.
I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
I did. Amazing.
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing. So much more beautiful in real life.
I'd love to see it. And you back in one piece, of course. I think the board is genuinely concerned for your
She
safety.
left me, right? Why would
What
she
the hell
suddenly be
happened out there?
all lovey-dovey again?
How did you survive?
Did they tell you anything more?
So, your boss, did she say anything more about the accident?
No. Just that you're all alone out there and could use someone close to talk to.
But we're
Really?
not close anymore.
How
Dude,
did you make it?
I was lucky,
I don't
I
know.
guess.
Beginner's luck, I guess?
Okay. I get this is awkward. We haven't
Yeah.
spoken in a while and suddenly this. Maybe I shouldn't have. What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
Really? Oh, come on. Really? You're pulling the... Oh, maybe, can you tell me if you're still together with someone? Just, like, so I could tell them that you're in danger or something. Not because I want to know, because, you know, like, maybe I want to get back to you, or maybe I want to give you the impression that I want to get back to you. I'm not sure about this right now, because she's still working for corporation, and so really you're pulling that one up. Oh, come on. There's no one, no. Whatever.
No.
Doesn't hurt to tell her, right?
There's no one.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. Don't get at me like that.
You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that, of course.
You know, the thing is, this might just all be the quantum computer, right? Because the quantum computer knows about my whole freaking life. So I have no idea if you're actually talking to any person here. Any real person, that is, obviously. That's what you want.
Sure. If that's what you want.
I really don't think this is about me. Talk soon, then. Bye.
Have you arrived?
Were we supposed to stop here?
I don't know.
Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine. Something outside then? Yeah. Well, don't jump into your suit already. Well, I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base.
Sure, I don't
Alright,
mind.
I'll take a look around.
Gotta do my diligence, right? Act 1. I love the sheep as a spinner. And since this is the beginning of a day, which means that it just saved, unfortunately, before we get into the nits of this.
Can we talk?
This is where we're gonna end this episode of Gilgamesh Playing the Altars. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to keep playing. Well, it's pretty late now, so I'm not gonna keep playing, but I'm gonna play again tomorrow probably, so... Yeah, hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, don't forget to always GG. Take care. Bye-bye!